Hi beautiful weirdos, Charlotte here and welcome back to Pretty Scary. It's another one of my 31 days of Halloween. It's Saturday, I've been filming all week, I'm very tired and my face hates me. Anyway, so today I'm doing another one of my 100 years of horror. This time it is the Wolfman from the 40s. The Wolfman from the 40s, you know, that famous Wolfman film. Anyway, today I'm going to be showing you a new technique called fur replacement, which I will get into in a moment. But before I do, I just want to say that if you're not already subscribed, then you should be. Why not? Hit the red subscribe button because there's lots more where this came from. It's Halloween all year round on this channel, but it's intensely Halloween at the moment. As always, every day, Edward my misshapen bear is somewhere in the shot at some point, either throughout the tutorial or at a certain point, and he is wearing a Halloween costume. So comment down below if you spotted Edward, where he is and what Halloween costume he's wearing today. And I'm going to stick on my 90s music and get straight into it.
First you need to prep your fur. You need fur and some masking tape. Turn the fur so that the fur direction growth is pointing away from you, and basically start taping across your fur in horizontal lines. Keep doing this, overlapping the tape until you have covered the whole of your fur, like so. Then turn it over and just tape the loose edges at the back. This will stop the fur falling apart when you cut the backing off. And then just start cutting off the backing. I use scissors, but you can use hair clippers. You are actually meant to use hair clippers, but I didn't have any. But scissors will do. You just need a bit of patience. This will take some time. Just be patient and don't rush it because you want to clip away as close to that backing as possible. Once you've completely removed the backing, you need to create a new backing with latex. This will make the fur flexible to fit to your face. So just pour out some latex and sponge it over lightly all over the back of the fur and leave it to dry. Now onto the application. So I've just cut a piece of cotton wool to size to make the nose of the wolf, and I'm just quickly blocking out my brows with prosaide. Oops. And then just adding some prosaide onto the nose and sticking that piece of cotton wool down, and then using latex to mould this piece. You've seen me do this many times before. You basically just need to soak enough latex into the cotton wool that you can mould it into the shape that you desire. This is a nice quick and easy way of making prosthetics straight onto your face without having to sculpt and cast and all that faffy technical stuff. Now just cut the shape for the end of the nose with a pair of scissors. This just helps when you're sculpting it because you've got the rough shape already. Looks like a little pair of pants. And then just check that fits, soak it in latex and stick it on there. Then just sculpt away with your fingers and with a spatula or whatever tool you have at your disposal. Just make sure there's nothing too sharp. I'm just smoothing over, making sure that all the cotton is stuck nicely down to my face. And then I'll also be sculpting a line in the end of the nose like you see in the end of a snout. And also going vertically down between the nostrils too. And leave that to dry. Now take some brown face paint, water-based, and you just basically want to paint any areas that will show underneath your fur so that they blend in with the fur. So that's just around your eyes and around your mouth. Water-based is best because it dries and it also won't stop the fur from sticking. Don't forget to paint those ears too, you don't want those showing through. And basically any area of skin that will be showing. So around the hairline just in case, although your fur will most likely cover this, but it never hurts to be thorough.
To show you this in person rather than in voiceover. You've got your fur with the now dry latex backing, and then the other side you've got your masking tape. So what you need to do is you need to peel away the fur from the masking tape. Now, the best place to start is at the top there, where there's no kind of loose fur, like these edges. These edges are loose, look, but you want a bit like that. So, what you need to do, turn the right way around, is find an edge and just start to gently peel the masking tape away. Now, you will get some of the fur coming off, but don't worry about that because, you know, it happens. Yeah, so you just start to slowly peel it away. Don't rush this because you don't want to break the fur. But yeah, so I'm just going to carry on and finish that. So if you've got one piece roughly cut to size, use that as a template for the other side. Now put the fur down, put the fur side down and cut the backing. You'll still end up snipping some of the fur, but you'll snip less of it if you do it this way. Pieces roughly cut to, oh, I've got my arms crossed over, roughly cut to size. Ah, I've got fur in my eye. Ooh, I got a beard. So again, using safety scissors with the rounded edge. Snip down one side, rounded edge near your face, obviously, that's the whole point. And down the other side. And then with your fingers, just mark where the bottom will be. Sort of cut enough so that you can tuck it underneath your chin. Fur in my mouth. God, you've got your wolf beard. Yeah. This is quickly turning into the world's most annoying makeup. But still do it because it's still amazing. Lip piece now. Obviously this one needs to be trimmed. Use some hairdressing scissors and snip upwards like that so you don't get a blunt line, because you don't want to look like an overly groomed wolf. You haven't just been to the pet parlour, you're a wild animal on the run. There we go. It just won't quit. From just above your eyebrows to past your hairline, blend your hair. This fur's not far off my hair colour. I didn't plan it that way, but you know, happy accident. Right, this fur is going down my throat. Help me, I'm swallowing fur. My forehead that big. I've had going on there. Well, unless I got that wrong. That can't be that big, surely. Surely to God. Moment of truth. Have I got a colossal forehead? Yeah, I have. Forehead piece done. Oh, I kind of look like, I don't know, something out of Madagascar. I don't know what really, but I definitely look like a sloth.
Cut a small slit in the chin piece. This will help you fit it to your face. It's a bit like when you create a dart when you're making clothes. And then take some spirit gum, although I did later realise that spirit gum doesn't actually stick the fur very well and you're better off using prosaide, so ignore this. You'll later see that I use prosaide instead. And out comes the prosaide. Just using that on a cotton bud just to stick down any little edges that aren't quite sticking. Now most of the rest of this you can kind of see what I'm doing from the film, so I'm not going to talk too much, but I'll just give you tips as and when needed. So I still went back to that spirit gum even though I knew it wasn't working. What was I thinking? You can use some grips to help attach the forehead piece. Just grip it into your hair as shown. And then basically just continue and stick the rest of the fur on. As you may have noticed, I've also painted the wolf nose in with a brown grease paint. For some reason this didn't come up on the filming. I have no idea why.
I'm using prosaide because the spirit gum is just not cutting it. So don't follow my example, use prosaide all the way. Confirm that prosaide works a lot better than spirit gum. On, it's time to style your face. Yeah, but you never thought you'd be doing that. Right, so to do this, you're going to need a comb, and I'm just using John Frieda Repair Elixir, but you can use argan oil, coconut oil, whatever you want.
This is where it helps if you've got good quality fur because it will flatten down and style a lot easier. I just ordered an offcut of some very good quality fur from a fur website online, so I just kept it a little bit cheaper than ordering a big piece. Now take some dark brown, light brown, black and grey grease paint, or whatever colours happen to go with the fur that you're using, and using a sort of fluffy pencil type brush, just start to paint in and define the features. So that's around the nose and around the mouth, like you see me doing here. And incidentally, this really helps to hide the edges as well and just give some dimension to the fur and make it look a bit more kind of, you know, realistic, rather than just looking like you stuck a bunch of fur on your face. You can see it's really starting to come to life now that I'm adding this colour. Paint around the eyes. And you can really add some expression here too. Paint those brows in, because you've got to have those brows on fleek, whether you're a wolf, man, woman, person or not. Carefully trim any areas that need trimming. Just be really careful around your face, please, Beauts. Paint around your mouth, including your lips. And also add a bit more colour to that nose just to blend it in with the rest of the fur. And add your teeth. And your costume, and you're done.
Right, Beauts, this is the finished look. It's quite a time-consuming look, but it's worth it. It looks really good. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up because it helps me out loads. Please comment down below if you spotted Edward, where he is and what costume he's wearing. And thank you so much for watching. I love doing this makeup today. It's just been different from all my others, and yeah, it's been great. So anyway, love you.
Oh, you look horrible.
Thanks. I wanted to film your reaction so you're on camera.
Incredible. Oh, I'll kiss you, but maybe just a little. Oh, there. That.
Air kiss. Oh, my own boyfriend won't even kiss me.